I'm Steph Hodge with Board Game Geek here with Moritz Bernhofer and Jeroen van der Steen with Hans and Bluk, and we're looking at Liftoff.
Correct, yes. So I found this the author walking around here, so I thought myself better pick him up and take him with us.
Yeah, of course.
Might as well come along. So
yeah, tell us about
cool,
this.
Yeah. Well, maybe you say the first word.
So the game is built around a 1950s, 1960s theme, back when space was still cool, and it's about different space agencies, countries racing to develop space missions the fastest.
Excellent. You can tell by the art, it's like 60s theme, like style a little bit. It's really cool.
Yeah, that was the intent, to have a bit of retro science fiction. I always loved how back in the 50s they thought about the year 2000 that we would be flying around with cars, but we're not.
But we're not.
About the troubles. Well, so tell a little bit about the game now. You basically said we are a space agency, so that's one player set up here. You have a couple of different things, a laboratory, a rocket, you have various of techniques you're technologies somehow you will develop, and this is for example for the fuel, for the power, for the oxygen supply, for food supplies, and you're basically advancing everything of that, so you can upgrade your laboratory and stuff like that. You can increase your rocket.
Oh, look at that,
So you build up bigger and better rockets, or whatever you want, sometimes only bigger, not better. But that depends. Yeah, wherever you want.
Boosters, wherever you like.
It doesn't need to be completely correct to fly. We don't have somebody checking that, but maybe it will crash now. Yeah, the whole game is so you basically, that's your setup, what you have on your own tableau, and you're trying to get better in basically in everything to go through the game. You all do that to get the better missions. So we see here we have some missions. There are level 1 to level 4 mission.
Okay.
For example, here you have the first satellite. It's somewhat a Sputnik picture, and you have different so-called missions. So basically, you have them on the Earth first. You plan them on the Earth. That's one part in the game, and then you have to launch them into space. And this is, of course, the tricky part, to get them up in space, which is done by a rocket. Yeah, there the whole game comes into the focus. You have to fulfill a lot of conditions, because getting some things in space is not that easy. We all know that.
Yes.
So you have a lot of things you need to have the right technology, which is shown here on the board. You will see that later. You need to have a good tech level. You need to have a big enough rocket to launch many things. Of course, sometimes you can launch 2 or 3 satellites at once, but your rocket has to be big enough. Or you try to have many small rockets and get small missions, because the missions, the higher they get, the more space they require. We see that here.
There's a 3 here, one's over here.
Yeah, exactly. So you see here our rocket now actually combined. Like if you see this, it fits a total of 3. So yes, we could launch them. Let's pretend we also have this. This is 4 in total, so we cannot do that yet. So we have to calculate the game a little bit. Yeah, well, or do it next turn, or we have some other help, and we come to the motor of the game. Just let me finish this a little bit.
Yeah.
So basically, you are trying to get the different missions, and the better, the higher tech level it gets, the better the missions will be. Obviously, yeah, also points, but you always get, or usually you get nice rewards. And you try to combine those and get them in the right moment, obviously. Well, it helps at least.
Yes.
You can do them when you want, but yeah. So, and this the mechanic of the game is done by these so-called specialists, and maybe you want to say something about it.
Yeah, so each of these specialists allows you to do some actions, up to 2 different actions per turn. But also give you some special benefits during the turn. For example, this one increases your launch capacity by 1 extra ton temporarily this turn. And the basic mechanic of this game is that you draft 3 of these specialists, of which you can use 2 in 1 turn, every turn. So you're trying to find combinations of specialists that give you good synergy bonuses, and that allow you to do to launch these satellites quicker, or to develop technologies, these
and they
different
stay with
technologies.
you?
No, then every turn you select 2 new engineers or specialists to get you more actions for the next turn.
Oh, excellent.
These keep going around.
And of course, you always get the wrong ones.
Of course.
That's usually with card drafting, because your own don't pass the good ones to me.
Of course, I can give this to myself.
That's typical.
And then last but not least, you can also invest in the International Space Station.
Oh,
As a
cool.
collaborative investment, you can,
Over here?
if all else fails, if you cannot progress your own engine, you can just buy another module to the ISS, which you can just assemble the way you like it. If you want to build a Millennium Falcon like
You have
spacecraft
more
as
pieces,
possible as
of
well.
course.
So that's a collaborative effort that again gives you points as well as advancement in the economics of your own space agency.
I don't want to help you.
Well, you don't have. Well,
You get the points to yourself.
Good.
you actually take space away, so it starts pretty cheap, but it will get more expensive very quickly.
Okay.
So you want to be fast in investment to get your bonus. But the later you are, the more points you will get.
So you don't want to
you
wait
have
too long.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, that's about the gameplay. Obviously, you have to have choices, otherwise it will be boring.
No, of course.
And then to add some asymmetry to the game, there are these end game condition cards that
Okay, great.
allow you to get more victory points based on some preset conditions. For example, for every one of those blue technology cards that you have, if you have 3 or more, you get 2 extra victory points.
4 to 6, 12.
And
I see.
it grows exponentially very quickly.
Is this hidden information?
Yes.
End goals? Very cool. I like that a lot.
That's important to not have everything too open. Well, there's other various things in it, but it's often important to keep the excitement up for as long as possible.
Also such that you do not know at every point in time who's actually winning. There could be hidden cards that then get revealed, and then
I would think you're having
eventually
collecting red here.
That is giving you a good clue. Yeah, but not necessarily. Sometimes you need it just for the mission. So
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming on and showing us liftoff
sure.
today.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys have fun with it. Thanks. Oh yeah, by the way, we have to mention that Jeroen is actually working at European Space Agency. Also,
wow.
you already worked for NASA once?
I used to work for NASA, exactly. Now I work for the European Space Agency.
Wow.
So the game is technically, mathematically, entirely correct.
Absolutely,
There's-
totally correct. Yeah, yeah. we spent hours and hours to make this
Everything's-
correct. Yeah,
That is awesome.
Rockets are built like this, of course.
Of course.
the designs are. This is the new generation of rockets.
You know that, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.